Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, I can take Indie Spotlight this week. Say that again? One year? It's been 1 year? E3 is today, but we're not going to be talking about that because I record these a day before they're released, so... You can expect an E3 episode, though, probably either later today or tomorrow, just to let you know, but... Anyway, this is Indie Spotlight. Welcome to Indie Spotlight, the show where we take indie video game news, trailers, and new releases, and we get them out there for you guys to check out. As you can see, I am finally back. My face is okay. My arms are okay. I'm not a lobster anymore. So, thanks to Ryan for coming in and doing a couple episodes for me. I appreciate it. We got to make sure we're doing every one of these every week. So. It was good he was able to step in and take care of things while I was so stiff that I couldn't have my hands down at my side. I had to have them up like a zombie type thing. I had someone commented on it. One of my friends said I had like a John McCain thing going. And I'm like, that's a terrible joke. But I get it. Anyway. Why don't we get to trailers? The first trailer that we have for you this week is Grip Limit.
Please don't fear me, because I know what I want. Please deliver me that song out of your soul. It makes you freeze time, staring in at yourself. It's time to step outside onto the path you once made. Let me give you so I can find all your tears. I can mend you so you can function again. I was where you are in oblivion. I know you feel alone. You got to ask yourself where you are now. It's where you are now.
I am a big racing fan. I love racing games in general. I've been playing Need for Speed for most of my life. And so I love anything that has to do with racing games. And this one looks pretty well polished. It obviously doesn't look, like Need for Speed. It kind of looks like it's probably last gen or so in terms of the graphics. But overall, it looks like it has a pretty good gameplay scheme. I also kind of found the whole instant repairing thing to be kind of cool, and how it will actually just repair in real time. I thought that was a pretty cool mechanic, something that hasn't been seen before. So hopefully it turns out to be a pretty cool game. Right now it's purely an alpha, so it could be more polished by the time it comes out, but as of right now it looks pretty awesome. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Stick It to the Man.
It's just... I don't know. Everything just feels so flat to me.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition, my condition.
Raywood always lived with a strange feeling that there was more to the world.
Hello, Miss Cramp.
Moron.
On a jagged sky.
He woke up with a strange feeling.
It's spaghetti!
Condition was in.
Arlene, you gotta see this.
Okay, that's just weird. Even for you.
I didn't kill her. I didn't do it.
You said what?
I got a pink spaghetti floating out of my head.
We're all made out of paper and stickers.
As I was crawling in, I got her up so tight I couldn't unwind.
Where did you get those teeth? Back off, loser.
Dropped in to see what condition.
I absolutely love the art style for this game. I love anything that's kind of like that 2D and 3D environment type thing. I think they're the coolest looking games. They always have this really awesome look to them. And this one looks like it's going to be just as awesome. I like the kind of almost grindhouse feel that the trailer gives off. I thought the overall character creation, like how they looked, the overall like sound and everything, just like, blended so well together. And it looks like the hand that's coming out kind of has maybe a semi 3D aspect to it, and that's what I think is kind of going to be the hook on it. But overall, it looks absolutely amazing, and I am super excited to see how this one turns out. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Mojang's Scrolls. Obviously, Mojang is most popularly known for Minecraft, and it looks like their new game Scrolls, which for some reason they were getting in trouble with Bethesda because of the Elder Scrolls, which I thought was pretty silly. But anyway, this game looks pretty awesome. I love strategy games. I love RPGs, turn-based stuff. I played chess for a long time. I still play chess every now and then. So it kind of has that kind of aspect, and it also has the card game kind of aspect to it, which is something I actually never really got into personally. I had Magic the Gathering cards, I had Pokemon cards, I had all that stuff. It never interested me. So maybe this title would be the game that could possibly win me over in terms of card games, because I've never really been that interested in them. But if you're combining it in a way that kind of reminds me of turn-based style RPGs or chess or anything along those lines, maybe it'll hook me. It's not something that I'm really big into, but I know a lot of people who are. So if you're one of those people, more power to you. The final trailer that we have for you this week is Thanatophobia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Who is this?
Sam, that's you, isn't it? It's David.
What is it, David? How did you know I was here?
I know you're not exactly the trusting type, but this is silly, Sam. Come on now, man. Don't you think I know you after all these years? I just knew you'd be hanging around that damn place. There is nothing there except piss-poor outcasts lying in filth and a few dead cats. I figured I might be able to stop you from doing something dumb.
You're a good detective, David, but you should really learn to mind your own damn business.
Look, Sam, you received a tip from someone claiming to be the bear that just happens to disclose his location. I don't buy it. I honestly do not want to know how you really got a hold of that information. It could jeopardize my entire career. You really shouldn't go there, Sam. It's obviously a trap. Call the station and ask for backup.
And say what exactly? You know perfectly well why I have to keep my distance from the police.
Thanatophobia is looking to be some kind of revitalization of old school horror games. It looks like kind of like a Resident Evil type classic style at least, type of game. It looks like it has some pretty cool elements to it. I like that the horror aspects aren't going to be this just purely action-oriented thing. It looks like there's going to be quite a few good scares in it, and I'm super excited because we really need more of that stuff. I mean, obviously things like Amnesia and Slender the Arrival, they've kind of kept horror going, but as you know, at least in mainstream, it's become this kind of horror is now going into the action realm, and that seems like it's an inevitability these days. You know, if you look at Dead Space, you look at Resident Evil, they're both perfect ideas of this whole horror sliding into action kind of thing. So hopefully this game will be much more horror and scare oriented. So I am extremely excited. Obviously you guys know I do the horror game thing, so this one I'm excited for. So Serious Sam 4 is being developed. That came in the news of the new Humble Indie Bundle, which is actually the entire Serious Sam collection. If you pay over the average, which as of the recording is $4.35, you'll get Serious Sam 2 and 3 along with all the other Serious Sam games. So if you've never played Serious Sam, or if you've only played one and you kind of want to try out the rest of them, this is a great chance to try them. I know I have Serious Sam HD through XBLA, and I think they're pretty fun. They're definitely more of the old school crazy action first-person shooters, so kind of like Quake. So definitely if you want to check out that kind of stuff, go hit up the Humble Indie Bundle. It's got a couple more days still. The Walking Dead by Telltale Games, not the crappy one, looks to be having possibly some DLC. We're unsure as of right now. The Telltale Games has been posting random videos over up on their Vine, which have just been clips from what originally thought to be maybe Season 2, but now it's being speculated that possibly these are going to be DLC that might lead into Season 2. Basically, it's just like a giant clipboard, or not clipboard, but a tack board with like different people who are missing, their picture, and like maybe a description about them. It's just like these different people that have been pinned to this tack board. So I don't know what to make of it. It looks, you know, like the characters are going to look pretty cool. It looks just like, you know, what we've already played. So I love The Walking Dead. I'm super excited for Season 2. There's some DLC coming out. I am going to be on that day one. So yeah, you can go check out their Vine page or Vine videos, and you can see for yourself what you want to think about it. Alright, new releases this week. We have Gunpoint, we have Mount Your Friends, and we have Rush Brothers. But that does it for this week's episode of Indie Spotlight. As always, if you have any news, trailers, and new releases that you'd like to let us know about, you can hit me up at Twitter at twitter.com/Dazerin. You can hit up Ryan at twitter.com/MasterBlood, or VVGTV at twitter.com/VVGTV. As always, I'm your host, Kyle Lock, and I will see you next week when we talk more about indie video game news, trailers, and new releases. Yeah. I don't have a third arm, so I couldn't do that.